Welcome back to the abyss, my fellow horror enthusiasts. Here we revel in the shadows, where fear itself takes form and whispers tales that would make your skin crawl. Tonight we're stepping into the hallowed and often hollowed grounds of haunted chapels. These places, once sanctuaries of peace and prayer, now echo with the anguish of the forgotten dead. We've uncovered three bone-chilling legends, each more unsettling than the last, that will leave you questioning if any place can truly be sacred. So dim the lights, lock your doors, and prepare to be possessed by these tales of terror. You've been warned. Our journey into the macabre begins in the dimly lit corners of an ancient chapel, its stone walls weathered by time and tragedy. The air here is thick with a palpable sorrow, a chilling reminder of the injustice that unfolded within these very walls. This, my friends, is the tale of Sister Agnes, a young nun whose unwavering faith couldn't save her from the cruel hand of fate. Agnes, they say, was a beacon of kindness, her days spent tending to the sick and offering solace to the grieving. But a pure heart became her undoing. Falsely accused of a heinous act she did not commit, Agnes found herself condemned by the very people she dedicated her life to serving. Her pleas of innocence fell on deaf ears, drowned out by the whispers of fear and suspicion that poisoned the hearts of her accusers. Convicted without a shred of evidence, Agnes met her end in the chapel's courtyard, her life brutally extinguished beneath the cold, unforgiving gaze of the gallows. But death, it seemed, was not the end of Sister Agnes's torment, for even in death her spirit remained forever bound to the place of her wrongful demise. Now whispers travel through the cobwebs and shadows of the chapel. Visitors claim to hear the soft sobs of a woman in mourning, a heart-wrenching melody of despair that chills them to the bone. Some say it's the wind whistling through the broken window panes. But those who have truly listened know the truth. It's the anguished cries of Sister Agnes, her spirit forever lamenting the injustice she suffered, her cries echoing through the ages, a chilling reminder that even in the face of faith, darkness can prevail. They say if you listen closely, you can hear the rustle of her habit as she drifts through the chapel, a spectral presence, a constant in the darkness. The flickering of candles, the sudden chill in the air, all attributed to the weeping nun, forever seeking solace that never comes. Some brave souls, drawn by curiosity or perhaps a morbid desire to connect with the other side, venture to the chapel late at night, seeking a glimpse of the weeping nun. They leave gifts, tokens of empathy and remorse, hoping to appease her restless spirit. But Agnes's sorrow runs deep, a wound that time cannot heal. The chapel stands as a haunting monument to her memory, a place where the living and the dead intersect. It serves as a chilling reminder that even in the holiest of places, evil can fester, and innocence is no shield against the darkness that resides in the human heart. So the next time you find yourself seeking solace in the quiet solitude of an ancient chapel, remember the tale of Sister Agnes. Listen closely, and you might just hear the echo of her weeping, a chilling testament to the enduring power of injustice and the restless souls it leaves behind. Our next descent into the macabre takes us to the mist-shrouded hills, to the ruins of St. Mary's Chapel. Forgotten by time and ravaged by the elements, it stands as a skeletal monument to faith and fear, a place where the veil between our world and the next wears terrifyingly thin. Locals tell of an ethereal choir, their voices echoing through the crumbling arches even though the chapel remains eerily empty. Imagine, if you will, the sun beginning its descent, casting long, ominous shadows across the overgrown graveyard that surrounds St. Mary's. A chill wind whispers through the shattered stained glass windows, carrying with it the scent of damp earth and decay. It's in these unsettling moments as dusk bleeds into night that the phantom choir makes its presence known. Visitors have described the sound as both beautiful and unsettling, Angelic voices rise and fall in perfect harmony, chanting ancient hymns that seem to seep into your very bones. The melodies, they say, are hauntingly familiar yet strangely distorted, as if sung by beings not of this world. Some believe the phantom choir is comprised of the spirits of the monks who once sought refuge within St. Mary's walls. Legend has it that the monks, devoted to their faith, pledged to continue their hymns even in death, their voices forever echoing through the hallowed halls. Others whisper of a darker origin. They say the choir is a siren's call, luring unsuspecting travelers to their doom within the chapel's decaying embrace. One chilling account tells of a group of archaeologists who, determined to uncover the secrets of St. Mary's, set up camp within the ruins. As night fell and the temperature plummeted, they heard the unmistakable sound of the phantom choir. At first it was a distant hum, a haunting melody carried on the wind. But as the night wore on, the singing grew louder, closer, until it seemed to be coming from right outside their tents. Terrified, the archaeologists huddled together, listening as the ethereal voices swelled around them. One by one they were drawn out of their tents, compelled by an unseen force. The next morning, only their abandoned equipment remained, scattered amongst the headstones, a silent testament to the choir's chilling power. No trace of the archaeologists was ever found, their fate a chilling mystery. Some whisper they were driven mad by the choir's haunting melodies, their minds shattered by the unearthly chorus. Others believe they were led astray, lured into the surrounding woods by the phantom singers, never to be seen again. Whatever the truth may be, St. Mary's Chapel remains a place of unsettling beauty and profound mystery. The phantom choir, whether a chorus of devoted monks or a sinister siren's call, continues to echo through the ages, a haunting reminder that some mysteries are best left undisturbed. At Chapter 3, The Cursed Altar of Blackwood Chapel. Our final destination tonight takes us deep into the heart of Blackwood Forest, where gnarled trees claw at the sky and shadows hold their breath. It is here, shrouded in perpetual twilight, that we find Blackwood Chapel, a place where faith has long since abandoned hope, and evil lingers like the stench of decay. This, my friends, is the story of the Cursed Altar, a tale whispered in hushed tones, for even speaking of it is said to invite misfortune. Blackwood Chapel itself seems to repel the light, its once vibrant stained glass windows now blackened with age and something far more sinister. The air within is heavy, oppressive, as if the very walls are saturated with despair. It is here, at the heart of this unholy sanctuary, that the altar stands. Crafted from dark, unyielding stone, it is said to be older than the chapel itself, its surface cold and slick to the touch. No priest will bless it. No prayer can cleanse it. For the altar, they say, is a conduit to something ancient and evil, something that hungers for the touch of the living. Legend has it that the altar was once used in pagan rituals, sacrifices made upon its surface to appease dark and forgotten gods. When the chapel was built, the altar, immovable, was incorporated into its design, a silent testament to the darkness that lingered beneath the surface. Over the centuries, a string of unexplained misfortunes has plagued those who dared to touch the altar. Some were driven mad, their minds collapsing under the weight of unimaginable visions. Others met with sudden and gruesome ends, accidents deemed too horrific, too precise to be mere coincidence. The altar of Blackwood Chapel is a place of undeniable power, a focal point for something ancient and evil that defies explanation. Whether it is a curse, a malevolent entity, or simply the weight of centuries of darkness, the altar remains a haunting reminder that some places are best left undisturbed. To touch the altar is to tempt fate, to invite the darkness into your heart and risk becoming another victim in its long and bloody history. So there you have it, brave souls. Three tales of terror from haunted chapels that prove even the holiest of places can harbor the darkest secrets. If you found yourself clinging to your blankets tonight, I'd say we've accomplished our mission. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you dared to make it to the end, and subscribe to join our macabre community for more spine-chilling stories. And if you're feeling brave, share your own encounters with the unexplained in the comments below. Who knows, maybe your story will be featured in our next descent into darkness. Until next time, remember, sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create ourselves. Sweet dreams.